Shut in from all the world without, we sat the clean-winged hearth about, content to let the north wind roar, in baffled rage at pane and door, while the red logs before us beat, the frost line back with tropic heat, and ever, when a louder blast shook beam and rafter as it passed, the merrier up its roaring draught, the great throat of the chimney loft.
Outside, it is cold and shitty. It is not good for man to live because it is cold. That is snow. Snow is cold, and if you put it on your body, you will be cold, and it is not good. In order to escape the cold of outside, man needed to move inside. But how could he do this? Because man had not yet invented inside. To do this, he needed the help of a very skilled class of people called architects. This is a modern dwelling for a modern man. Here we have a door. This is how you get inside. As you can see, the door is separate from the wall, which is this. This is the door. This is the handle, which allows you to get inside the dwelling. In order for inside to work, man must be able to get outside. Otherwise, he would be trapped inside forever, and that is not good. This is why doors are one of the most important foundations of architecture. The door is also where human interaction takes place with the outside world. The following is an example of such interaction.
Yeah.
Hello!
Hello, resident of the home. Would you like to buy something?
What do you have for sale?
I have this fancy space-age goggles.
Well, those are very tempting, but I don't think I need those right now. Thank you very much.
Well, I need to sell this to support my family.
Fuck off!
Come on.
This is the main living area. As you can see, it has many soft things for people to sit on and a sort of entertainment center. The room, as you can see, is square-shaped. Now, even though this is not the most aesthetically pleasing shape, it is the most functional. As you can see, even though it would be awesome if there was like a giant cylinder thing with like a fish tank in it that hung from the ceiling right there, that would be impractical. The walls of the living area are made from a material that is easy to produce, yet keeps the heat inside the home and the cold out.
Gee willikers, look at all this space! There's so much room for various sorts of activities!
Action.
All this space. I'm gonna go over here and do a various activity while sitting in this chair.
In the chair, man can do very different fun activities. He couldn't do these activities outside. How the hell could he do this outside? Now, right now, you are probably wondering to yourself, is this the only room inside the home? Well, let's ask our friend.
Fuck no! As architects, they're very busy, so sometimes they like a little extra brain help. This here brain contraption is really good at giving him extra typing speeds. He's thinking a lot faster, you just can't tell. Look at him work, he's very busy. I do not think I can stress enough how busy he is.
This room is central to man living inside. This room is called the kitchen. This is where man prepares his food and sometimes does other things. Now our friend will show us some of the things you can do in the kitchen. This is the sink. This is where man can get water on the inside. Before, man had to use streams and lakes to get his drinks, but now he can just use his sink. This is the pantry. This is where man can store his inside food, safe from outside predators like rats and beavers. Let us see what man has in his pantry. Look at that bounty of delicious food. We have some ground cinnamon and some bear piss, and we have a cup inside of a container. This makes the cup extra good for scooping food. And what else do we have? Maybe over here we have cornstarch and nuts and an apple in a bag. Man has also learned to make his food taste better by seasoning it with various seasonings. Look at that collection of seasonings. That's pretty damn special. This is the refrigerator. This is where man can store his food to keep it cold if that's what he's into. Let's see if our friend knows how to use the refrigerator. Look at that! Man also can keep a fun treat in the refrigerator, like this nice bottle of whiskey. Not scotch, whiskey. It's all the same. This is the stove. This stove is where you can cook food to make it warmer if that's what you're into. But sometimes the stove gets very hot, so please do not touch the stove. Seriously, don't touch the stove. Don't touch the stove. Action. Uh-oh, looks like our friend is going to touch the stove. Ah! What a retard. Before we leave the kitchen, let's take a moment to discuss the beautiful architecture of the kitchen. As you can see, there is an open space here which allows for people to walk around, and it also kind of represents the freedom of the human spirit in a sense. As you can see, this area is kind of lower than the ceiling, and that's an aesthetic choice because, you know, the more complex the room is, the better. But it's also not low enough that you can't come over here. See? Like, if it was too low, you couldn't come over here, and then it would be really hard to do the dishes. It would just be a real hassle. And now we move on to our next room of the inside. This room is a room that we sometimes do not like to talk about. It is a room that is necessary for living inside, but is not the most pleasant room to be in. Let's take a look inside and see what we can find.
Please get the fuck out, sir. I am trying to piss.
I apologize. Carry on.
Thank you.
The bathroom. This is where you can use the restroom, or perhaps take a fun shower, or do other stuff. I don't know. I don't judge people. Bedroom! This is the back window. This window allows light from that side of the world to come in. As you are aware, light is all over the place outside, not just on the other side of the house. I wonder what we can see outside. Oh look, it's our friend. Oh, that's uncalled for.
Ah!
And thus mankind defeated the harsh forces of nature and conquered the inside. May architecture guide you in your life, and have a pleasant tomorrow.